Hello, come, see this video, watch this video, see why Tinubu must be Nigeria president. Comment your opinion, share and follow. Thank you.
Serve and abide and protect the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
As expected, the Supreme Court just dismissed the double nomination case against Shettima, which would have ultimately affected Tinubu himself because it's a joint ticket. Like many argued, even when the matter was still at the lower courts, that the judicial precedents that the PDP lawyers relied on to win this case was not exactly the same thing. That's talking about the Uche Nwosu case, where the Supreme Court disqualified him. He had a double nomination, which requires primary elections. The governorship primaries he won in the Action Alliance. He also had another governorship candidacy under the APC, or maybe it's become a faction now because he is the son-in-law of the former governor, Rochas Okorocha. So that was exactly what happened. In the case of Shettima, it is not exactly the same thing because the senatorial nomination he had requires a primaries, it requires a party primary election, while the vice presidential nomination does not require a primary election to be nominated. So they are not exactly the same thing. Whatever the case, what is important is that Supreme Court is citing a law. So that means they are applying the law to the letter, which means they will apply the same standard, looking at the law 100%, the same following the letters of the law 100%, when the issue of 25% requirement in the FCT arrives at their doorstep. Because definitely when this matter finishes at the tribunal, all the losing parties will appeal to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will now be the appeal in this situation. So when that matter comes up, no one should tell us that it is this or that the word "and" has another meaning, that it shouldn't be so, it shouldn't be that. Let all the application that they are doing, 100% of the law today, let it be the same tomorrow. Let there be consistency. That's what Nigerians are asking. Also, it will be a collective shame on all Nigerians, especially the judges, because if they fail to pass judgment on the contentious requirement of 25% in Abuja before the Constitution of Nigeria is violated on the 29th May 2023, this one is not even the main problem. The main one is if they uphold it after the inauguration. That means they willfully allow the violation of our Constitution on 29th May. Because they know now that it is a requirement or it is not a requirement. Why not say it now? Why not pass the judgment now to be on record to have said it? Let them violate the law. Let them go ahead and disobey the order. But put yourselves on record now before the violation of the Constitution. But if they don't do that, and after the inauguration have taken place, they come back and say, yes, it is required, then it will be a collective shame.